Welcome to another 24-hour readathon. I'm already tired and it has not yet even begun. I needed to call Carolyn like yesterday, so let me really quickly run you down today's menu for what I've been thinking of reading for this 24-hour readathon. I'm once again doing it with Carolyn over from Carolyn Mary Reads, so I will link her channel above or below somewhere. Okay, anyway, the first one I want to read is Butterfly Valley. This is a collection of poetry and it's a nice short one to start off the readathon. I have been meaning to pick this up ever since it was gifted to me. Thank you so much because it just looks absolutely incredible. So this is the first one I want to start with, and then I did kind of want to squeeze in A Room with a View by E.M. Forster, just because I've been wanting to read this classic for a really long time. I've been wanting to read it during the summer, and yeah, so we're gonna see if this could potentially happen. The next one I have is another collection of poetry. Some of these I've just been trying to get off of my TBR for a really long time, and that is the Gitanjali. This one I bought when the pandemic started and when I was in the first quarantine, so I've had this for a while too. And then these three, I don't know. So we have My Neighbor Totoro. I know, I still haven't actually read this. And then we have two Tove Jansson books. I think I'm just gonna try to read one of them. So we have Moon and Papa at Sea. We also have the summer book. This is the one I'm leaning towards because it sounds so sweet and I really want to read this one. So I'm thinking this one, but definitely we're gonna start with Butterfly Valley, and I'm gonna call Carolyn right now because I'm running behind because I tried to take a nap before the readathon started. I was drifting off and then I woke up with like 10 minutes to go, and here we are, and it didn't really work because I just did not fall asleep and then I just got sleepier. So like I said, we're going to be trying to read over a period of 24 hours, not reading for 24 hours straight, just seeing how many books we can actually read in the span of a day. So yes, I will link the other one we did together up above, and I just really need this right now because I've had a pretty rough week, and I think just a day with Carolyn is gonna be the best.
Hello.
Hi. You want to say hi to the vlog? Oh.
Hi vlog. I love your new camera. So nice.
Thank you. I did just tell you guys my TBR, but Carolyn reminded me that I might actually be adding one more on hopefully today that we might read together, and that is The Merchant of Venice. There it is, by Shakespeare, which neither of us have read, but we will be reading this for a reason of which we won't be telling you just yet. But yeah, I don't know when we're gonna try to fit this in, but we shall see if that actually happens. But I'm gonna start with Butterfly Valley, and what are you starting with?
I am starting with, let me grab it. I'm starting with The Moon is Down by John Steinbeck, and I'm going to be listening to the audiobook just because I have some Etsy orders that I need to wrapped, but I am planning on physically reading as well.
I'm like doing a million poses per second. I'm really putting in work. How do I hold books in a most clickable manner?
By not showing the spines.
Are you kidding me? We read how many books in a day?
What?
Alright, so I'm starting off with this one, which is 70 pages long, so a good start. Look at. I think I'm gonna ooh, should I annotate this? Oh, fuck, it's good. It's a good one.
What?
It's a good one. Okay, so literally the first page, I'm like, this is gonna be like a new favorite. Like, just listen. Oh my god, I just want to cry immediately on page 1. Up they soar, the planet's butterflies, pigments from the warm body of the earth. Cinnabar, ochre, phosphor yellow, gold, a swarm of basic elements aloft. Is this flickering of wings only a shoal of light particles, a quirk of perception? Is it the dreamed summer hour of my childhood, shattered as by lightning lost in time? I finished it. Okay, so I finished my first read of the readathon. It is currently 1:28, so we've been going for like an hour now. So that's good. I just finished this and it was really good. This is a collection of poetry by the Danish poet Christensen, and I think this also will be my first book from Denmark that I'm gonna count for my Around the World challenge, so that's cool that I got to check that off. But this was phenomenal. This is divided into, I think three or four? It's 4 different works. My favorite was definitely Butterfly Valley. I think that was the best one. Oh my gosh, it's about memory and butterflies and colors, and it's just so gorgeous. There were so many more beautiful lines, like where recollection crumbles and all things in the melding of plant segments and light transform themselves from scentlessness to scent. There I move backward, go from leaf to leaf, set them on nettles from my childhood's land. Here in its cocoon, the admiral, once a spring green, glutted caterpillar, transforms itself to what we call a mind, so that like other summer's butterflies, it can bring the dense crimson hue of life up from acrid caverns underground. It was just so good. Like, there's, on every single page, I underlined something. And then there's Water Steps, which is like a collection about a bunch of fountains in Italy. And then there is a poem about death, and then there's a poem about like the futility of language and communication. So love this. 4 stars. So happy I read this. A new favorite poetry collection. I am so interested to read more from Christensen, but Butterfly Valley, that was definitely like the best. Carolyn is still listening to Steinbeck, and I think I might try starting A Room with a View now. I'm going to get some more water. I guess I should maybe actually try to follow the guidelines on this water bottle, but I have not. Anyway, I think I'm gonna start A Room with a View. We're gonna see how it goes. This is like, Carolyn is obsessed with this book, so I'm really hoping that I like it. I also forgot to mention the audiobook that I'm gonna listen to whenever I'm not reading physically, and I think that's gonna be Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. There is no way I'm gonna finish this today. The audiobook is like 15 hours, but I thought I would just start this and make a little bit of progress on this. This is my first Brandon Sanderson, or it will be. Not really where I wanted to start with Brandon Sanderson, but it just so happens that the audiobook is part of like the Plus membership on Audible, so it was available and it was on my shelf, so I was like, why not? Why the heck not? So this is the audiobook that I'm going to go for, but I think I might just start A Room with the View because I'm kind of in the mood for it. So, but yeah, first book done. So I currently have another pot of coffee on the go. It's just gonna be my second coffee of the day, and I'm gonna sit down to start A Room with a View. Okay, here are my thoughts. I love Mr. Emerson, and I love
Mr. the Father Emerson.
Yeah, the older one, and George. But like, oh my god, is that the part where they're like in the church saying like really nice quotes and stuff? And then he's like, my son is in hell, he's so unhappy, and like all this like poetic explanation of why George is unhappy, and Lucy is like, Oh, he could try collecting stamps. No, is it a sad one? I don't remember how the movie ended. I'm currently on page 60 of A Room with a View, and I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I'm really happy that I picked this one up. It's about Lucy, who is from middle class English society, and she is on a trip in Italy, and there she comes across Mr. Emerson Sr. and his son George, who are very, I guess, unconventional to their way of life, and everyone insults them and is just awful to them simply because they don't abide by the morals and traditions and ways of life that they do. So when they offer up their room to Lucy and her chaperone, Miss Bartlett, who I just despise, everyone's like, that's not proper, how could this be happening? But then little by little they do accept the rooms, and Lucy is now kind of talking more and more to George, who is peeling back like the layers of refinement. I cleaned up, I did some things, and I was listening to Skyward. It is coming across a little juvenile, but I'm hoping that I end up liking this. This is young adult sci-fi about Spencer, who lives on a planet that is constantly under attack by aliens known as the Krell. So far it is just simply okay. I'm literally only 35 minutes into it though, so but yeah, so I think I'm gonna get back into this. It's actually going a lot quicker than I expected, so
You alright?
no. She was just like, oh, by the way, like, his name was Emerson. And then it's like, he could not have known that this was the most intimate conversation they had ever had. And I'm like, leave him. Leave him.
Leave.
Where's George? I don't know why I'm getting so into this book.
Oh my god. I just read Miss Barrett as Miss Bartlett. And
No.
that's
Miss Bartlett. Italy was offering her the most priceless possession of all possessions. Her own soul. Italy, please. Italia. Okay, so it is a little bit later now, and I'm still not finished A Room with a View, but I am obsessed with it. I'm really liking it. I am 184 pages through, so I'm gonna try and finish this within the next hour, probably. I'm about to get back on the call with Carolyn. We took a break to have dinner and stuff like that, but I am really enjoying this. George Emerson, you don't exist, but you can call me. And I'm just really excited to see where it goes because I do not remember how the movie ended. I watched the movie years ago, so I'm gonna sit down and hopefully finish this up, and then I'll be done my second read. Thank you, Toronto. Thank you. Okay, is it F1 over here or what?
Did you finish?
Oh, that was so good.
Yay.
Your face is so red.
It's one of my favorites.
It's so good.
I am pleasantly surprised that you liked it so much. I don't know why. I had a weird feeling that you weren't going to enjoy it.
What have you got going on?
Hello there. I am reading Flush by Virginia Woolf, which is a fake biography about Elizabeth Barrett Browning's Cocker Spaniel, Flush. and it is wonderful.
Oh my god, the first dog I ever had was a Cocker Spaniel.
Really?
Yeah, his name was Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah. Wow, that was so good.
Do you know what you're gonna read next?
No, I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood. I kind of want to be more emotionally devastated.
Okay, that's always the mood. Are you alright?
I'm like reading stuff back.
Wait, tell me what words.
Oh my god, you have to go cold into a battle that needs warmth, out into the muddle that you have made yourself. Now it is all dark. Now beauty and passion seem never to existed. But remember the mountains over Florence? Man, oh my god, E.M. Forster.
I know.
We're looking rough. Okay, Killspur, come here. I need my support cat. I just finished A Room with a View, and I don't want to read any of the other books that are on my TBR right now because I'm just in the mood for agony. I really am. I really want something agonizing. So I think we're gonna go through the bookshelves and pick something else because these ones are just not really doing it for me. I'm most leaning towards the Gitanjali right now out of the pile, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for like ecstatic poetry right now. So maybe I should just read A Little Life. Okay, the classic really did it for me. It had like the classic like, oh, you're very overexposed. There you go. Tolstoy? No. Is Fathers and Sons angsty? Do you know?
I have no idea.
By Turgenev?
I mean, probably, because I feel like all of Turgenev is kind of angsty.
I want like...
A lot of Russian literature is angsty.
It really is. I've not read... Oh god, De Profundis? Do I want to go that... Do I want to go that sad? I kind of do.
I mean, that would...
I'm kind of in the pits of despair.
Wait. Oh my god, that's from Anne of Green Gables. I was like, what is that from? The depths of despair.
I'm in the depths of despair.
Despair.
I really am. We're gonna... Oh, that's such a...
De Profundis would probably do it.
Oh man, it's so hard to get at because I've stacked this really stupidly. Guys, Carolyn is just trying to read and I'm just...
Emma, you need to shut your trap. Nobody.
Oh my god.
Fitzgerald drama.
Maybe I should read Persuasion.
Ooh, that is quite angsty.
Oh my god, and it's kind of a short one too, eh?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
Are you Canadian?
Hey.
It's short too,
What are you doing? I just can't find a book, Pumpkin Pie. What is looking kind of upsetty spaghetti on here? I should just read the Song of Achilles, eh? Okay, so I was deliberating between De Profundis and The Sailor Who Fell from Grace. The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea by Yukio Mishima, and I think I've started this and I'm 14 pages in, and I think I'm gonna continue with Mishima. I've been waiting to read this author for a really long time. I've never read anything by him, even though I have 4 books of his on my shelf, and I'm already really into it. I'm loving his writing, so I think I'm gonna keep going with this one. So I think right now I'm gonna change into my PJs. I'm gonna crack open a bottle of rosé that one of my friends gave me when they came up to see me, and we're gonna read some more agony because that's what I'm in the mood for. Literature. What is scuttlebutt?
Huh?
What does scuttlebutt mean?
Yeah, Gabby, so I guess like chatter.
Oh, like what's the scuttlebutt? What's the scuttlebutt? Like, gossip? I feel like I've heard what's the scuttlebutt before. I just ordered a pizza. Okay, so I just ate a bunch of pizza on page 56 of The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea, but we're kind of following a gang of 13-year-old boys, and at the minute they're trying to get their hands on a cat. They're trying to find a cat. Yeah, I know, it doesn't, it's not boding well for this cat if I'm correct. And I'm like, I don't want to read this. This book is about like extreme violence, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can't. Kelsper, come here. Bro, they just killed a cat. It is 11 o'clock, I think. We're still awake. We're still going. I ate half of my pizza.
Oh, you did get pizza.
I did. I did get a pizza. And Carolyn just finished. What did you finish? Oh, wait. Let me wait till you're done yawning.
Sorry. I just finished listening to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory after finishing Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm feeling okay. I'm 80 pages through this now. Kelsper is being insane. It's just intense. Like, they just brutally murdered this kitten.
Oh.
I know. And yeah, it's just a lot. I just want to watch Room with a View, if I'm being honest. I just want to watch it.
Sorry. Bless you.
I just sneezed into my book. It's 12:30. I managed to finish The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea. I don't think I even said what this is about. It was harrowing. This is about a 13-year-old kid, and his mother starts to have an affair with like a sailor whose ship docks in their port, and like they're just having a good time, but what did I say?
Ships docking in his port.
Carolyn, go to bed. Like, they have a nice relationship, okay? But their son, or no, her son, Noboru, becomes entangled in kind of like a Lord of the Flies gang of other 13-year-old boys who have like very extreme ideals and philosophies and ideas about the world that just erupt into so much violence. So this was wild. I was like half delirious reading it, so I don't even know. This is my first Mishima novel. The descriptions, gorgeous. Like, his descriptions of things, so beautiful. I'm so glad that I got to experience what is happening right now. Carolyn is still reading Flush, but she's finished like so many other books in the meantime. So that is book number 3 done. It is now 12:33. I don't really know what I want to read next. I'm thinking I might start the Gitanjali or something. Get some rest.
Bye.
Goodbye. Buonanotte. Gute Nacht. Okay, so it is 101. You can't even see, but we made it to 1 a.m. Carolyn's going to bed. I think I'm gonna hit the sack as well, but I did start Hunter x Hunter Volume 5, and I got 40 pages into this. My goal though is definitely to finish this tomorrow. I will definitely finish this tomorrow. This is my 5th book now, and then we shall, no, this is my 4th book now, my 4th book, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. But this just had one of my absolute favorite parts between Gon and Killua, who are 2 friends in the manga. But yeah, so this is my last update of the night. I'm gonna go get into bed. I'm the last one awake. Calcifer passed out probably like an hour ago, so until then, good night. Also, this is so cute because the creator is married to the creator of Sailor Moon, but like I love seeing his little life updates. This is so cute. Why is David Bowie here? I was not expecting this. No. Good morning. So I just woke up a little bit ago and I just made some oatmeal. I just messaged Carolyn. I've been up for probably like an hour and I've been doing a bit more reading. It's now almost 10 o'clock, but this morning I read more of Hunter x Hunter Volume 5 and I'm 62 pages in. I am loving this so much. It's so fun. And then mostly I've just been listening to Skyward this morning, which like I'm definitely not into it yet. I think it's going to take a lot of convincing. I think this book is really going to have to impress me to make me invested because I'm just really not liking our main character Spensa. I'm finding her really hard to sympathize with, really hard to follow, really hard to be invested in. Carolyn and I decided to read The Prisoner of the Caucasus before the read. Actually, what time is it? 11:41. Okay, we got still lots of time. This is like the first time I finished the Tolstoy or like any of the book club stuff before the end of the month, which yeah, so I finished this. It was just 30 pages, but I don't know, I'm gonna wait till we get to the end of it, obviously, but I'm like, what was the point of this? We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Wait, what is that song?
Wait, what is that from?
Is it from the Backyardigans? We got through Butterfly Valley, 4 stars. We got through A Room with a View, 4 stars. We got through The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea, 4 stars. I have since changed my mind because I've been thinking about this like all night, 4 stars. We got through Hunter x Hunter Volume 5, 4 stars. We got through the Gitanjali, 3 stars. This one was a little bit of a disappointment. And then I also got 86 pages through Skyward, which was the audiobook, which I'm like not super loving so far, but I think this could be really good. Plus this cover is so beautiful, I feel like.
That is very
I don't know. I just love it. 5 and a bit. Oh no! Wait, I forgot Tolstoy.
Oh, nice.
I forgot Tolstoy. At last minute, we decided to read Prisoner of the Caucasus. So I don't know if I want to count that. I'm not going to count that as like a full book because it was just a short story, but we also got through that one, which I gave, wait, what did you give it?
I'm still mulling it over.
I think I gave it 2.5 stars.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Just because it was the most like average thing I've ever read.
High five.
I hope you had a good time. Until then, I will see you in my next video. Do you want to say ciao?
Ciao.
Ciao.